The story is Only Fools Go to School. Author Chatura Rao, illustrator Priyoti Roy, published by Pratham Books, Level 4. There's a new teacher in school, Sonu called through the open door. Are you coming today? Nah, Samba grunted from his cot. He had no plans to go to school ever. Fools, Samba mumbled and huddled deeper into bed. In school, they repeated alphabets and tables, and the teacher scolded anyone who didn't sit still. Samba liked being outside. Sometimes he helped his father in the field. Most days he picked or stole fruit from trees, watched birds, caught fish from streams, and kept an eye on termite hills and beehives. But he was curious about the new teacher. He imagined the teacher getting off the local bus and walking on the tarred road, then along a muddy track that wound up, down and around. Brambles and thorns would catch at her claws. A snake would cross her path. The teacher would scream and run back the way she had come. Samba chuckled. Samba ji bhai se. Samba sat up straight. You are going with me at school, said a woman at the door. Sunita teacher led him towards school. Have you had breakfast? She asked. Samba's stomach grumbled in response. I had passed away when Samba was a baby. Baba was hardly ever at home. Samba spotted his friend Rahim, who had also skipped school. Samba caught sharply like a deer to warn him that the teacher was coming his way. Rahim crawled into one of the field and hid. Rahim mewed. Samba knew that he was saying, too bad you got caught. At school, Samba took a quick bath at the pump and the Sunita teacher gave him a new uniform. She handed him roti and usal from her tiffin box. He spotted Sonu in class and went and sat next to her. Maths class began. The children formed group of 4. The teacher took out packs of playing cards from the cupboard. Is it the same game as yesterday, teacher? The children asked. Yes, she replied. We need another round of practice. Samba's mouth fell open. Was this a math lesson? The teacher gave each group a pack of cards and pieces of chalk. Samba shuffled the cards deftly. He grinned. Then Sunita teacher took the pack from him and placed it in the middle of the group. Each of you will pick a card and write the number you see on the floor. Then pick the next card and add that number to the previous one. Whoever reaches the sum of 200 first is the winner. But as each of you adds, the rest must check if the sum is correct. No cheating. Samba made mistakes, but he was good at catching others' mistakes. He even caught clever Vanita cheating. Only fools go, Samba mumbled the next day as he turned over on his cot. Vanita, Raghu, Sonu and the others were walking to school. Samba squinted at the sunlight and guessed it was time for Sunita teacher to come and fetch him. Better hide in the fields. Under the Jamuna tree, the long drawn whistle of a thrush made him look up. It was Rahim. Samba climbed up and sat on a branch next to his. I need to watch out for the teacher, he told Rahim. He kept watching the schoolyard and couldn't help wondering what they might be doing in class. An aeroplane flew overhead. Its wings flashed into the noonday sun. I want to learn to fly an aeroplane, Rahim said. If a teacher could teach me that, I would go to school. But only fools, Samba began. Go to school. Rahim finished with a grin. The next day, Samba found himself at the school gate. He lined up for lunch with the others. After lunch, everyone played catch and hide and seek in the yard. Suddenly, from the far end, someone cried, "Snake! Snake!" Samba got there first. "Naneti," he said, naming it. A strapped keelback. Sunita teacher pushed her way through the crowd. "Careful," she warned, her eyes never leaving the snake. Her hand trembled a little. "It is not venomous," Samba said. He lifted the snake off the stem and held it easily. The other children crowded close. "It's the longest naneti I have ever seen. It's only half a foot long." Warning: catching snakes could be dangerous unless you are trained for it. "Can we measure it in math class?" Samba asked. "If you are certain it is safe," Sunita teacher said. He held the snake's head away from her. She put a finger very carefully on its back. She trusted Samba. "We will hold a thread or a rope along its length," she said, her voice sure now. As Samba carried the snake into the school building, Sonu suggested, "Let's keep it in the box that we keep our flashcards in. We can make holes in the lid for it to breathe and let it go when the lesson gets over," the teacher added. "Can we also measure a corpet?" Samba asked. He knew where monitor lizards sunned themselves. "Can we just measure Ramu's tail?" Raghu asked with a sigh. The school pet had come to see why everyone was excited over a box. "We will measure anything that isn't dangerous to us," the teacher said. "How about grasshopper? A calf?" Then Samba remembered. Teacher Rahim knows all about animals, but not about how to measure them. He should come to school so that he could someday fly an aeroplane. "Rahim will never come," Vanita scoffed. "He says that only fools go to school." "Go bring your friend," the teacher said. His eyes shining, Samba ran off to find Rahim. "Thank you so much."